Where's Cathy and Amy? I don't know where we are. Do you know where we are?
I don't know.
We're somewhere here at Faith. Okay, if you know where we are, if you have any idea where we are, you need to send, I know, it's like, woo! You need to send an email to me and put your name and where you believe I am. Send it to kathyn@faithfl.org, and we're going to put your name in for a drawing for a DQ gift card. So on the last Friday of the month, we are going to pick names, yes, plural, out, and you guys will win gift cards to Dairy Queen. So send them in, try to guess where we are, but I want to talk to you about the fruit of the Spirit and what they are. And Amy already talked to you last week, and she introduced it to you, and she talked about love. And today we're going to talk about joy. Now, I asked a lot of people what they thought joy was. What was their definition about joy? And I've come to the conclusion that it is doing the right thing at the right time, in the right place, for the right reasons. And also knowing that what you're doing, God is smiling down on you because he's just really happy and you're right and well with God. And sometimes getting to the part where you feel joy can be a little rough road. And I want to read to you a story today found in the Spark Story Bible, and it is on page 316. And it's about a family that went through a little rough period, but then they found joy at the end. Okay? All right. So, see the pictures? Awesome. It's called The Prodigal Son. Jesus spent time with all sorts of people, even people who had done bad things. This made some people mad. Why is Jesus always around people who do bad things? Jesus heard them, and so he told them a story. A man had 2 sons. The younger son, who was a bit wild and crazy, came to the father and said, "Dad, I want to get away from here. I want my money." This made the father sad, but he split his money and gave his son the part that was his. The younger son packed his bag and headed out away from home. The son traveled to a faraway country and spent all his money on fancy parties and food. Soon he had no more money and no place to stay. Lucky for him, he found a man who let him sleep in his barn if the son fed the pigs. "What was I thinking?" he said to himself as he fed the pigs. "The men who work for my father have more than enough to eat, and here I'm starving to death. I'll go home and say to my father, 'Dad, I made a big mistake. I'm not good enough to be your son, but would you let me work for you?' So he went on home. While he was still far from his home, his father saw him. His father ran and threw his arms around him. His father put a ring on his son's finger and shoes on his feet and ordered for a party to be thrown for him. Now the older son saw his father's servants preparing for the party and asked, "Well, what's going on here?" "Your brother is home," said a servant, "and your father is having a party." This made the older brother angry at his father. "I always have done what is right," he said to him. "I've worked hard for you, but you never gave me a party. Now my brother came home after he wasted your money. Why are you throwing him a party?" "My son," the father said, "you have always been with me, but your brother left and has come back." Then the people understood. Jesus spent time with these people that they felt were bad, because even though they had done bad things, they decided to change their lives and live like God wanted. And this made Jesus happy. So I have a question I want you to ponder, and you can talk it over, maybe with your brothers or sisters or with your mom or dad. But I want you to think of 2 things. Number 1, how would you have felt if you were the older brother? Okay. I don't know. I think at first I'd be a little cranky too. Then how would you have felt being the younger brother and having your dad or your parent run out to you and welcome you? How would that make you feel? So I want you to think about that and talk about it, you know, with, like I said, your mom or dad, your brothers or sisters. And email me, find out where I'm at. We'll see you next week. Or actually, you'll see Amy next week. And I'll see you in 2 weeks. Okay, guys? Take care. God bless. Don't forget to wash your hands. Okay? Bye, guys.